Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. Why does Robin Williams suck in movies? I mean, occasionally he'll get a good one, but for the most part, they're pretty bad. We know he's funny and we know he can act, so how come he keeps turning out after after? Maybe it's because he keeps picking movies that downplay his talent as opposed to glorifying them. Maybe some of these movies just figure, hey, if Robin Williams is in it, somehow it's gonna be funny. No, you need effort, actual effort, because if you don't, you get Flubber. A remake of the only semi-decent but still imaginative Absent-Minded Professor, Flubber asked the question, how can we take a creative premise with a weak story and make it even weaker? I don't know, but heaven above they succeeded. So, let's see what the flub went wrong with this remake. First of all, you'll be shocked to see that one of the writers is the recently deceased John Hughes. I don't know what's sadder, the fact that such a great writer is gone, or the fact that he didn't know how to use the name Alan Smithy. We see our main hero named Philip Brainerd, who mistakenly, instead of turning off his alarm clock, launches a trash can into the air. This will be the highlight of the film's comedy. We see him use a breakfast machine that's never been used in a movie before, except these, when he sits down and talks to his latest invention named Weibo, a flying robot with artificial intelligence whose main job is to out public domain movies and Disney cartoons.
You better hurry up. The loan's due at the end of the school year. Tell me about it.
Why does that voice sound familiar? Oh, it's Ariel! Cool! So it turns out Dr. Brainerd is getting married today to the president of the college, Sarah Reynolds. It would all be really romantic if this wasn't his third time attempting it. I am dead serious. Third time!
Well, in his case, once is justifiable, twice is understandable, but 3 times.
Okay, honey, word of advice to you. If he misses your wedding once, dump him. Twice, kill him. 3 times, go Lorena Bobbitt on his learn a lesson.
Morning or afternoon.
But it turns out Brainerd isn't really a non-committal. No, he's just quirky, as you'll delightfully see when he talks to his fiancée about getting married.
I was talking about your excitement.
Excitement.
The wedding.
Congratulations. It's the wedding! Sarah and I. Oh, it's the wedding. Oh, I'm looking forward to it, aren't you, honey?
It's today.
Are you sure?
Let's cross off charming and delightful. So that just leaves us with...
And I want you to promise me on everything between us that you'll be there, okay?
I'd rather die than disappoint you.
Promise? But he's approached by that one guy, whose name you can't remember, but always recognize, because he's the in every movie that he's in.
What happened between us, Phil?
Well, I just got tired of you stealing my ideas, Wilson.
I won't deny that I hate you for your brilliance. I'm petty, corrupt, and to that end I have profited from your ideas.
Why are you here?
No, to be honest, I'm here this weekend to steal your fiancée and make her my wife.
Wow, that is the most blunt villain ever. I should really hate what an obvious cardboard cutout he is, but to be honest, it's kind of refreshing. I just love the lack of creativity with him. It's like he just came out and said, I'm the antagonist. I tied your girlfriend to the railroad tracks, put a bomb on a bridge, and ate puppies for dinner. No reason, I'm just evil. But before he can go to his wedding, his latest experiment seems to be making some fast developments.
Behold! There it is! Now it'll work.
So yes, he misses his wedding again for this scientific breakthrough. But at least he's doing it for a good cause. You see, the college is going to close, and unless Brainerd can come up with an ingenious invention, he won't be able to get money to keep it open.
If I could solve this whole metastable compound business, I could save the college. You know, a new energy source would be worth a fortune.
But wait a minute! What about Weibo? A flying robot with the ability to think and create emotions? Don't you think that would be worth a couple bajillion dollars?
This is really not an area you're qualified to offer perspective on.
You're an idiot! So we see his fiancée literally in tears, but at least our professor created another scientific milestone. That, knowing him, he'll probably use for dog food. Ah, great, he created Slimer. Oh, this isn't anything. It's just a scientific breakthrough that could change the way we look at life as we know it. Where's that useless weebo? So he stands proud with his scientific snot. As it turns out, it can actually be very hard to control.
It's gone.
How can anything get in your window? It's closed, okay?
Look out! Irony! Horrible, horrible irony! So after his invention kills God knows how many innocent bystanders, Brainerd finally gets it under wraps.
Do you know what this is?
Flying rubber?
It's flying rubber. It's Flubber!
Oh, say, I wonder what that woman thing I talk to sometimes is doing right now. Oh well, Flubber! So he discovers that Flubber only increases in speed rather than decreases the more it bounces. But those facts don't make very good apology cards.
You missed the wedding. I'm sorry.
Well, audience, do you hate me yet? I skipped out on my wedding, blew up my basement, and might be having an affair with my flying iPhone. I'm the perfect hero for Disney. Oh! So he goes to her office to try and explain what happened.
For the third time, you left me standing at the altar.
Will you please let me explain?
This is the reason I didn't make it last night. Flubber! Isn't that remarkable, Sarah?
You broke my heart so that you could stay home and make some green goo.
Sarah, it's much more than that.
Boy, you gotta give this guy credit. He skips out on 3 weddings and yet somehow tries to make it look like she's the one not listening.
If you apply a small amount of energy, it liberates an enormous quantity of energy.
But she ignores the elastic plastic as it turns out one of the main sponsors of the college, played presumably by Joe Biden, is angry because Brainerd failed his son in chemistry.
I got thrown off the basketball team. I flunked chemistry.
And yes, that not quite Shia LaBeouf, it's played by Wesley from Star Trek, Will Wheaton.
I have a science requirement, you moron!
Shut up, Wesley.
So he sends his 2 goons to persuade Brainerd to giving his son a good grade. But Brainerd is too busy testing Flubber to notice them.
Coding?
Oh, good! Now let me test it on this anvil. Yeah, I think his brains would have painted the house if a bowling ball fell on him from that high. But who cares? Brainerd also figured out how to use Flubber to fly his car. He uses this new ability to do creepy things, like stalk his old girlfriend who's now going out with the obvious villain man.
I can't lose. She's mine.
Okay, not everything results in a pratfall. Hey look, a speck of snow! But we also discover that Brainerd isn't the only one with strange romantic lusts.
I believe a woman should love a man for what he is and not for what she wants him to be. I don't have much of a smile, but I do have a brain.
It's a human matter, not for computers.
I don't know when, I don't know how, but I know something's starting right now.
So in a disturbingly frightening subplot, it turns out Weebo actually has fallen in love with the professor. And not only that, has created a holographic human version of herself so that she can physically make out with him. Okay, this is up right here. This is like something out of a psychological sci-fi thriller, not a Robin Williams Disney film.